Only 4 days until Election Day, and if you want to get your vote in before the mad dash to the polls, today is the last day to do it. In a matter of hours, polls will open for the last day of early voting.
What a run, right? The last 3 weeks have been unprecedented, voters breaking records day after day, and state officials expect a big day again today. Rarione Maniece is live at a polling place in Atlanta.
So, Ariana, you got some new numbers for us this morning to share. Let's talk about who is showing up.
Yeah, that's right. Good morning, Aisha and Cheryl. Georgians, they are voting in record numbers. The state reporting that over 2 million people, they've already taken advantage of the early voting period, and those numbers certainly align with our exclusive 11 Alive USA survey poll. Take a look. We asked, how do you plan to vote this fall? And our results show that nearly half of those that we surveyed say they plan to vote early, and 39% said that they plan to vote in person on Election Day, and 11% say they will use an absentee ballot. Now, if you break down those numbers and we look at early voters by race, we see that white voters represent well over 50% of early voters, with 1.3 million who have already made their way to the polls, and over 600,000 black Georgians have already taken advantage of early voting. Now, when it comes to young early voters, we spoke to Emory professor Dr. Audrey Gillespie, who says that that particular voting block, their early voting numbers are low. Take a listen.
Historically, turnout in midterm elections tends to skew older and whiter. And we've certainly seen that in terms of age. Young people aren't turning out at the same rate that they're registered to vote. And there's still a lot of room for growth. So though I've seen improvement in the past week, where people age 18 to 29 now make up about 7.5% of those who have already cast a ballot, it's important to keep in mind that they make up 20% of registered voters in the state. So there's a lot of young people who've still not shown up to vote yet.
Now, traditionally, we know that Election Day, you can expect to see a very long line at the polls. So if you want to avoid that, make sure you take advantage of early voting, as today is the last day. And Georgia state election officials, they expect today to be one of the highest early voting turnout days. Now, if you have any other questions or you still want more details about how each candidate stands, we have a detailed voter guide on our website. Just head over to 11alive.com. Back to you.
All right, Ariana, thanks a lot. All those dates, as Ariana mentioned, there for you on our website.